Check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ Can Do, and it is Freestyle Friday. We thank you guys for joining us right now. We're here. I'm here. Shouts out to Michael Allen in the building, Deja in the building. What's going on, y'all? Come on in, come on in. The water's warm. That's how we do it here on a Friday. So if you look at the topic for today, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm trying to get some questions from my man, Dr. Love, for tonight. Dr. Love will be doing his love show tonight, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to assist, if possible, with some of the questions. My man D Nice is in the building. Patricia, hey girl, good to see you. Let me know how it sounds, y'all. I want to know how it sounds out there in the world of Facebook and YouTube. If you want to go over to YouTube and enjoy this commercial free, you can. Right now, just head on over to the Can Do More page on YouTube, and you can enjoy this at your leisure. I want to say hello to Monique. Thank you for joining us. As you come in, I need you to do me a favor. Just one little simple favor. Tell me where you are and what the temperature is where you are, if you don't mind. Candace, welcome to the building. Everybody's coming in this morning. Let's come on in. From New York all the way down to San Diego. It is 48 degrees in beautiful Southern California, where I'm at. 48 degrees, that's what it is. No rain today. We had a little rain yesterday. I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like about the rain, but y'all go ahead, put your temperatures in there for me if you don't mind. And you can click the share button right next to the comments if you want, and share this with your friends. Want to let you know that the San Diego All-Star DJs are going live tomorrow, as we always do, and the lineup is as such. My man, special guest DJ Grimm will be in the building tomorrow. Listen, if you haven't heard DJ Grimm, you haven't seen this dude get down, all I can tell you is DJ Grimm don't come to play. He don't come to play. It's like if you invited a chef in your house and then he brought his knives out and you put a piece of meat or some vegetables in front of him. He about to get chopping and slicing. And that's what I think about when I think about DJ Grimm. You put some tables in front of this cat, he about to cook. So DJ Grimm at 4 p.m. tomorrow, and then Mr. Bogart at 5. DJ Craig Mack, no K, will be going at 6 o'clock. DJ Super Mills is in the building tomorrow, our Jamaican homie. We call him the Young Bull, at 7 p.m. The one and only worldwide DJ Gill will be on at 8 p.m. And I don't know why they do this to me, but I'm following Worldwide DJ Gill tomorrow night at today at 9 p.m. No, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Then J Boogie at 10, and my man T-Bone at 11. So definitely be there tomorrow and share it with your friends. I have a flyer on my page for you guys. Share it, please, if you don't mind. Let's check in on these temperatures. We got 48 degrees in Dana Point. 49 degrees down there in Nasty City, where you get the best salt and pepper chicken wings you'll ever find. Hilton Head, 77 degrees in Hilton Head. All right, Monique. 50 degrees out there in the beautiful Carmel Valley. Excuse me, baller. Mimi in the building. Welcome to the building. Good morning, Melissa Vaughn. Good morning, Melissa Vaughn. 51 degrees in Otay Ranch. And DJ Bernie Grims. That's what I was talking about right there. He's a turntable beast. This guy, look. You ever see something and you knew within the first few moments what you were dealing with? I'm going to tell y'all a story. I always tell stories. I'm going to tell this story. I'm not even going to say no names, man, but I'm going to tell this story real quick. I'm going to tell this story. So me and my boy T, I did just say his name. I did just say his name. T Weezy's in the building all the way from Houston, Texas, man. I'm about to tell the story, T. And the reason I'm telling this story is because I'm trying to express to people how incredible DJ Grimm is on the ones and the twos. And you've never seen him. In case you've never seen him, let me tell you something. This dude is like this. Me and T were in Orlando, Florida. And we was on the prowl. We was doing our thing. And while we were doing our thing, we were headed to an after club spot to get something to eat. And because these couple of young ladies chose to hang out with us, these other fellas who I suspect were jealous had something to say. Now, I'm visiting Florida. He's living in Florida, but he hasn't been to this spot. And we're about to go in, and this one dude had something to say. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Now, keep in mind, I don't care if I'm in Florida. I don't care if I'm in New York or Paris. At the end of the day, I'm still from Southeast, right? So my focus is on the young ladies we hanging out with. My man T-Rave felt the disrespect in a different kind of way than I felt it. Because his focus was on the disrespect. My focus was not. So as this guy disrespected us, T took it very personal and decided he was going to do something about this. Now here I am trying to calm T down. T is on 10. He can't go nowhere else. He is all the way on 10. All the way on 10. Once again, this is a story about DJ Grimm. So it's my man T. He decides he's going to take matters into his own hand. He's not dealing with no disrespect this morning. Well, this evening. But it was early in the morning. So T decides, I'm about to go fire off on this dude. And he takes off running. The dude goes through the doors of the restaurant and is standing next to the person checking people in. You know, how many people are in your party, blah, blah, blah. This dude don't know what's coming, but it's coming. And it's coming fast. T is moving. T busts through the doors. These are glass doors. T done busted through the doors. And as he busts through the doors, this young man that had disrespected us, and maybe he was inebriated, maybe he was a little saucy. It was that time in the evening where everybody was probably a little saucy. And I'm thinking that that was the case. Because why would you pop off to some brothers you don't know about some girls you don't know? Anyways, T busts through these doors, and I can only imagine what's about to go down. So I'm running full speed to kind of catch him and stop him. I can't stop him. My man T comes and he leaps in the air and swings to take this dude's entire head off. If he would have hit this guy, it would have been the traditional thing. We were in Fort Lauderdale, sorry. It would have been the traditional thing that we heard a lot of times in black families. I'm going to knock you into next week. You'll be sitting there till we get there. You know, when your mama said that to you or your auntie said it to you. Probably not everybody. But some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Nina. Hi, Nina. So T is swinging at this guy. And all I know is if T hits this guy, night. This dude may not have been ready for a nap. He was about to go to sleep. But what happened was, to me, T looked like he was swinging in fast motion. This dude all of a sudden became Bruce Lee and ducked down and came back up in a martial arts fighting stance as if T wasn't even close. He watched T as T swung and flew by him, and he came up like, whoa. And I was like, oh no, nope, this ain't the one we want right here. Now, we don't know how that story ever would have ended. All we do know is we got put out the restaurant. They all got a hold of T and took us out the restaurant. We didn't get a chance to have any breakfast. But we knew, and I knew, when that dude avoided that punch that way, where he squatted down and came back up with that Bruce Lee martial arts ready to take you out kind of thing. Almost in a like, nigga, please kind of. I knew right then. The reason this dude talks smack is because he can. And that was before the UFC ever came out. We don't know what we were walking into. I'm going to tell you right now, you don't know what you walking into with DJ Grimm. See, he even said an off-duty cop was on me quick. I am so thankful because I don't know how that would have worked out. Player, let me tell you something. I think I'm a pretty good fighter. I haven't lost any fights. I've gotten jacked up before, but I ain't lost no fights. But listen, however we thought it would have worked out, it wasn't going to work out that way. I'm not saying my boy T would have got handled because I was right there. I don't care if you are Bruce Lee. If it's the two of us, it's about to be a wrap anyways. But the way he responded said he was up for the challenge. So all I'm going to do is say, I'm glad it ended the way it did, where we didn't get no breakfast, we didn't get arrested, and didn't nobody get beat up. The things we'll do for a woman we don't know. And it wasn't really even for the woman we don't know. It was more about the disrespect that this man offered us that we didn't sign up for. That's where the problem was. And at the end of the day, you don't know what you're in for. I'm going to tell you what you're in for. I watched DJ Grimm for 2 minutes. And it didn't even take 2 minutes. But within 2 minutes, I was able to turn it off and say, oh no, he good. Bring him on in. Yeah, no. Yeah, he's a turntablist. So if you want to see some arts of the turntable, definitely tune in at 4 p.m. tomorrow. San Diego All-Star DJs going live tomorrow night. I'm coming on at 9 p.m., so hopefully you will join us. But good morning, Jeannie. Thank you for being here, Jeannie. And Yvette said, here's Yvette. Yvette said, you would have been scrambled eggs and bacon to go. We got the to-go part. That to-go part was for real. They was on T. That officer was on T quick. And plus he busted down the door. I mean, he came through these doors hardcore. I was surprised how he came through the doors. He came through them doors like, even if you had to beat the guy up, he was going to have a grand slam, whatever I ate, whatever the ladies ate. Let's say that was $42. He'd have $42, and then there would have been a miscellaneous column right below that. New front door, $2,000. So he'd have had a $2,042 bill. I don't know what the tip is on that, but that's what it would have seemed like, because he was not about to get away without paying for that door. Yeah, that brother got us out of there, man. That off-duty officer got us out of there. What did Candace say? Candace said it wasn't really leaving. Oh my God, oh my God. You guys are hilarious. Okay. Kim Love, thank you for joining us. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming in, Robin. So, 45 degrees in Moreno Valley. All right. I asked you guys to share with me the temperature where you are as you come in the room, and please say hello to people. Don't be stuck up. Don't be snooty. Don't be better than. All that. Come on. Say hello to the people. Hey, I like that. Y'all like that? Here you go. My friend. I don't know all the words. Anyway. Use me up. That's what I do know. That's what the song says. Anyways, so today we were going to get some topics from my man, Dr. Love. Dr. Love, Stephen Pierce, is coming on tonight. And we wanted to make sure that we were able to get some of our love and hater questions answered. He's a master at answering your questions. So if you have any questions about your love life, about your exes, or why you can't find a man, or why you can't find the right woman, you can put those in the comments. And sure enough, I'll make sure Dr. Love gets those for y'all tonight. I'll make sure he gets those questions for y'all tonight. 60 degrees in Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you for joining us, Phoenix, Arizona. So make sure you get your questions in. Talking about hate. I delved in a little bit more to this Derek Jackson thing. And I told you guys, I don't really need to comment on other people's infidelities and bad decisions and disrespect of relationships. But on the Dr. Love show the other day, and you guys let me know if you agree with this, he said he thinks marriages. Now, don't be spiritual right now, because if you're going to be spiritual, obviously this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. He said he thinks marriages should be 3 years. You should be married for 3 years. And then after 3 years, you go back down to the courthouse and you pay $50 to continue your marriage. And you do that every 3 years. And then if you decide at any time at that 3 year you're not going to be together, then when it's time for your renewal, like your car registration, you don't go down and sign up for another 3 years. You just go ahead and take your divorce and leave. What is your opinion on that? What is your fleshly opinion, not your spiritual opinion? Because your spiritual opinion says, till death do us part. And obviously, we're not following those rules. Not 53% of the U.S. anyways. They're not following those rules. But the 3 year rule, he said it avoids a whole lot more drama. I'm curious what your opinion is on that. Good morning, Diane. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Daphne's in the building. Lourdes is in the building. She said, I sure need Dr. Love. He'll be on tonight. He'll be on here tonight. And I'll be sharing him. He'll be on here tonight talking love. And people come up with, and you know what, even if you don't have any love questions, you'll see other people. And what I realized is, after doing the Dr. Love show with them last week, there's a lot of jacked up people mentally relationship wise, there's a lot of jacked up people. Whether they're just your friends, somebody you messing with, somebody you messed with in the past, people's outlook and opinion of relationships and how they think relationships should go are so far fetched from what I would ever think. And it's surprising to even hear some of this stuff. Surprising to hear some of this stuff. Very surprising. But I do got a question for the ladies. I got a question for the ladies. How do you feel about going on a date and the guy not pay? Ever. Could you imagine as a lady going on dates and you always have to pay for the dates? What is your opinion on that? How do you feel about that? You always driving to pick him up? You always getting the cute little things, the flowers, the candy, making the arrangements, the reservations, and then you're the one paying. And you guys date for a couple years. Ladies, how do you feel about that? I want to know. Let's see what Yvette says. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Don't have kids, get a house, etc. The fallout from that kind of foolery will be costly to everyone, emotionally, and any kids involved. Okay, that's her opinion on the 3-year thing. I got it. Absolutely. She said that's the dumbest thing she ever heard. Now, just let me look. It's an entertaining hour that he's on with you, and he is not a love therapist because he's a married dude, right? So, obviously, dating advice is probably not great to get from a person that's married because they ain't dating nobody. They've been with the same person forever, right? Long time. The climate of dating and all this other stuff has changed. Okay, Kim Love says, no, that wouldn't happen. Is this in reference to my question about paying for everything? Let's see. Lisa Glenn says, I disagree with the opinion from Dr. Love. If you bought a car and you really love it, you would keep it, keep up the maintenance on it until you can't anymore. So she says no lease on relationships is what she said. No leasing relationships. Diane Turner said every date for 2 years. Yeah, every date for 2 years. Lisa said, oh, he's a comedian. Okay, here we go. If I have to pay and he approached me, I'm paying for my dinner and I'm blocking his number. Okay. I'm asking a question. I want to know. And you guys are saying it. Here we go. What does Patricia say? I think a guy should pay, but I don't mind paying every once in a while. Okay. Facts. All right. So even if you wanted to date him, because most times it's the guy courting the girl and the guy is coming after the woman, so he's doing the courting. I get it. All right. Should he keep receipts for that? Should he keep receipts? And let me ask, this is the reason why I say that, me being a father of boy. Because when you're watching your son, and this isn't happening to me, I'm just saying, when a mom is watching her son constantly taking a woman out, constantly doing things for her, buying her little cute things, flowers and candies. This is your son now. His whole check, he trying to do something for this girl because he's into this girl. Always. He's always paying. They're going to take a trip, he pays. Your son, your child. And she got him all spun up in the head because he's so excited about this relationship. Then they don't work out. How do you feel about your son's investment? How do you feel then about how much he invested into this girl? Money and time. Because when you're in a marriage and you get a divorce, don't none of that money come back. You done spent all this money courting and dating. And some of y'all have some very expensive taste. You know who you are. Some of y'all got some expensive taste. You're not eating at McDonald's. You're not eating at Jack in the Box and Taco Bell's. You're not even going for the Red Lobster. We downtown, on the top of the roof somewhere, often. We taking trips to Catalina just for some jazz and music, food. Overnight trip, we got to get 2 different rooms. That, you know what I'm saying? This is him. How do you feel when it's your child doing it? Now, would it be okay for him to get half the money back if y'all don't work out? If he kept receipts? Hey, listen, we dated for a year and I spent $4,000 dating you and this didn't work out. So due to the current climate and the way things are, you owe me $2,000. You'll have back. Just asking a question, ladies. Let's see what Lisa Glenn says. We have something here. I would treat him every once in a while, but I'm old school. If I don't believe in treating a man, because you asked me out. But if the relationship is turning into a positive situation, then I think about it. Hey, my cousin Niecy's in the building. Hey, Niecy, good to see you. Good to see you. Mr. A's, look at that, Mr. A's. Let's see what she says about this. I asked the question, should a man always? Women, how do you feel about a man wanting you to pay, pick him up, take him out, make arrangements, buy the gifts, you doing the other side of it? Let's see. It ain't mama's business. She had her relationship, her life. Now let him have his. Sometimes mama and men are too involved. Give wisdom and advice, but let them grow and learn. Okay? First of all, it's not an investment. I tell my sons they should be prepared to pay. If they can't afford the responsibility, then they should not be dating. Stacy Gray, good morning. All right. I think that's a tricky question because I'm a spoiler. I like to do things. I like to go do things. I don't really care if we're in a relationship or not. I went through a phase where if I felt like going out to dinner and you're just my friend, I'm going to hit you up. Hey, you interested in going out to dinner? This is not a date. I don't even have to say it. I just asked you if you want to go out to dinner. I did that for like a year. I went out to dinner with a whole bunch of people. And it wasn't that I was interested in dating them. I was interested in going out to dinner with somebody because I prefer have conversation. I like to converse. So that is the reason why I ask people out for dinner. But doesn't necessarily mean that I wanted to date them. But I have friends and people who have invested, and I know Patricia said it's not an investment. It is an investment of your time. It's an investment of your time. And you put into it to get something out of it. I put into it to get something out of it. I invest in you, your time, so that we can have a good time together. So in a way, it is a sort of an investment. However, it doesn't mean that there has to be a physical connection or physical anything like that. I'm just asking, because when I did it, I wasn't asking anybody for anything in return. My return was your conversation. Now, if I enjoyed your conversation, we went out more than once, hung out, had dinner, whatever, lunch, whatever. But if I didn't enjoy your time, you would know, because we only did it one time. You know. Kim said, yes, I do have expensive taste, but I can also buy it myself. My son does that. But I told my 4, if it doesn't work out, it's a business expense. But no, I'm old school. I don't pay in the presence of men. That's how I was raised. Okay, ladies. So most of the ladies are saying, no, I'm old school. I don't pay. Okay. So if we're old school, are we staying old school? Or are we progressing? Because everything's about progression, right? All these rights, all this other stuff. So what if it was a 2-women relationship? Who's supposed to do the paying? Does it all of a sudden get split? What if it was 2 men? This is a reality. So I'm just curious now. The question is, would you court a man for 2 years if you had to do all the arranging, all the buying of dinners and flowers, and don't forget his birthday and all the things that men do right now? Would a woman, is it okay that the woman has to do those things? The sad truth is this. We do gauge and judge the relationship, and it's hard because, think about this, ladies. We put our best foot forward. I agree with that, Travis. I'll say it in a second. We put our best foot forward, right? So if we're putting our best foot forward when we meet you, it may be Mr. A's. It may be this place or that place, Donovan's or wherever we go, Morton's, wherever. But then when we have to do, Red Lobster or Chinese food or something small, all of a sudden it's like, girl. Before we was at Mr. A's, now he's just picking up Chinese food. Believe it. You know it happens. And not only that, you have girlfriends who only go on dates with guys for a free meal. You know people who go on dates just for a free meal. This all came about because one of my friends told me that she told her girl, I know you don't like him, but girl, you need to go ahead and get that free meal. How's that a free meal? She has no intention on spending time with that guy other than just to eat. As soon as the date is over, boom, deuces. Then she kind of avoids the phone calls until she's in the mood to eat somewhere nice again. Then she has time. This is a reality of what's going on. Let's see what these questions are. She said if it's 2 men or 2 women, one is feminine, and they would pay in either situation. Okay, let's see. I understand that I agree with the friendly day out of town, but anything more than that, you must talk it over with the person you're with. Okay. Annette Dominguez, she says, not for 2 years, but why not pick up the tab once in a while? Send him flowers once in a while. Make the arrangements once in a while. That shouldn't be bad. I agree. But the way it's looking here, it's looking on here like, it's looking like I'm old fashioned. You're supposed to do this. I'm old fashioned. You're supposed to do this. I know you may not know how to do this, but you're supposed to do this. So figure it out. Here you go. Because I've been leading for so long, I appreciate men that make a plan. Me doing all the planning for 2 years is not going to work for me. Okay, that's fair. This is a good topic. I'm just curious. Haven't seen this gal in a while. Alvin, what's going on, man? Happy Friday to you. Happy birthday to all my March birthdays, by the way. Carolyn says, for me, the cost is not what's important. I prefer the date to show that he knows what I like or want. You remember something I said? I'm good with easy picnic or a sunset walk. I don't mind paying from time to time either. Okay, fair enough. Some men do think that buying you and spending enormous amounts of money on you. So there are two ways to look at the investment part. I understand both. I got you. I think where we get kind of lost, and I think I have another question here. I understand that. I agree. Friendly day. Okay. Lourdes says, I'm not up with the times. I've been on dinner, not romantic, and sometimes I pay. I'm not ashamed to do this because I'm in a friendly situation. Now, if you guys know me, and I know I have people in the room who know me, I will buy out a bar. I'll buy the bar. I'll buy the people sitting next to me dinner. I don't care. It's just money to me in a lot of situations. Now I know what I'm doing with my money. I know what I can and what I should not do, what I can and what I can't do. I know. But at the same time, I like to do stuff for other people. Seaport Village, and sure enough, people in the line, I got their ice creams, whatever they're getting. Oh, sir, you don't have to do that. Yeah, I do. I want to do it. I like to bless people. I like to show acts of kindness. That's who I am. But I think at the same time, people take advantage of those types of people, or people take advantage of the situations. As men, we have friends and homies who every time we go out, they ain't got no money. And if they do, they hold it tight and act like they ain't got no money. And so now here you stop inviting them out. You stop inviting them out because it's like, dude, every time we go out, I got to get your drinks and my drinks. Come on, man. Here we go. Yes, I agree. Sending flowers, if I know I'm a woman he wants only, and it's not me and others. Yes, I'll send surprises, but I would know we're a couple. He's met my family, etc. See, that's okay. But in that first 6 months while you guys are courting, he done spent thousands of dollars courting you. And y'all haven't gotten to that point. He hasn't met the family yet. He hasn't met the kids, all that other stuff. He's $1,000, $2,000 in, taking you to the jazz festival, but respecting your boundaries because he's going to save it till marriage. He understands. Can't we both? Stacy says, can't we both share the financial piece, fun and arrangements? show each other's attention, love and joy. Why is it more than another? Now, as I'm saying this, I want you ladies to know. He knows you're interested in him when you're willing to pay something. Just so you know. If it's always about him, he's always picking you up, he's always calling you, he's always making arrangements, and all you're doing is going along for the ride, he doesn't know what he has. An interest from you. Just so you know. He doesn't know. It is so flattering to a man that a woman wants to take you out, or wants to cook for you, or wants to do for you. Now, with our old-fashioned selves, if this man's done all that for 2 years, guess what? When y'all get married, yes, he's expecting you to cook. He's expecting you to clean, because that's old-fashioned. But y'all like, hold on, that ain't me. You got the wrong one if you want a woman to stay home and cook and do all this other stuff. You see how that old-fashioned thing clashes, how it crosses a path of the modern woman versus the modern man, but yet we still have these old-fashioned ways that we draw back from. I'm just talking, and you guys get to reply however you want. However you want, because I'm not even giving you my side of it. I'm just telling you. Okay, here we go. Yvette says, you've always been generous, can do. That's one of the best things about you, besides your strong arms. I do got some strong arms. Kamai, what does Kamai say? I don't mind paying at all. The only time I allow my wife to pay for stuff is on Father's Day and my birthday. Sometimes I don't even want her paying those days too. I open doors for my wife too. Gentlemen for life. See, I think I'm with you on all of that. Chivalry is big time. Awesome. I'm talking about before they begin. Once you become husband and wife, you guys are a unit. You guys are a unit at that point. So it's not like you've bought a $300 dinner, a $400 dinner, and then now she's leaving and hanging out with somebody else tomorrow. That's not happening. You're in a marriage. That type of stuff is happening between you two. So you know where it went. But I appreciate that. Ladies can appreciate that, my man. Come on. Absolutely. Here we go. How about my guy friend is not the one that puts it? Is not the one that puts it out for anyone, not even at the kids. So expect it to just be his friend, nothing more, because that way he lets his friends pay for a cruise ship and not pay a dime. That's the way he is. Oh, she said her guy friend don't put out for nobody. I couldn't be that guy. That's not me. It's hard for me to receive. I have issues receiving. That's just the truth. My buddy T Rave is here in here right now. One of my best friends. And Lourdes said, I am woman, hear me roar. If he spends $1,000 courting a woman, then he's either need to step his game up or just consider an investment with the same type of risk reward. You're gonna hurt somebody's feelings with this one, bro. I'm not trying to hurt no one's feelings. What I'm trying to do is just bring up a topic, because I start to see and hear so many things. People feel comfortable talking to the street therapist about different things. And I just want to make sure that, that people realize there's so much damage done in past relationships. They're trying to find somebody that's not. Now, we've all taken wounds in relationships. Whether you're married or not, we've all taken some wounds. Whether you're dating or not, we've all taken some wounds. Whether you're divorced or not, we've all taken some shots. Right? So we've taken these shots. The question is, have you healed before you engaged in a new relationship? Because otherwise, what you do is you end up, I said this before, transplanting your plants to the new garden that you have with somebody else. And now you don't know what fruit's going to grow because you got seeds from the other person. At the end of the day, when it's new, we should do this together. We till the land together. We plant these seeds together, and we grow what trees that we've cultivated and the things that we've done to make this grow. Then there's no surprises. You didn't plant no apple tree and end up with oranges. You see what I'm saying? It's not what happens. But a lot of people can't unpack their past relationships. They can't unpack their past relationships. And they're not over them. When somebody's over something, that means I see you out with your new girl and I ain't got nothing to say. I see you out with your new dude. I see the pictures. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm over that relationship. How many of you guys go back and stare at your old job? Yeah, I see people coming in and out that building. I know they done hired somebody else. I bet they ain't treating them right. I bet them lunches ain't no good. Can you imagine going back to your old job and staring at your old job? When was the last time you pulled up your old job's website? Yeah, I see they got a new website. Look, they done posted new pictures of their jobs. Look at the desks. I didn't like them desks anyways. Sounds delusional, right? That's what we do, though. We have people who are doing that, who are in relationships that have been over for years, but we're still going back and rehashing. I hope he doing bad. I hope she doing bad. So we haven't healed because we haven't moved forward. I like what Alan says. He says, I believe in a partnership. She says, I can do that. She said, I love old-fashioned in relationships. You take care of each other. And if it comes easy and natural. It's called tight. He asked me, he asked to marry me. You know the answer is no. Great conversation. It is in giving that we receive joy. Hard to receive sometimes, but don't steal another person's joy. I think what I'm just touching on this topic because, like I said, okay, before I go any further here, Nate Miller says, I dated someone who would never let me treat him, but I think he was too much in the brain and I wanted more from him than what he was willing to give in a relationship. I was saying that my man T just came down here for my brother's memorial, and it was a surprise to me. And just to show you how I am, I had a hard time receiving that gift. All I could think about was the cost. I thought about the cost of him coming here, the cost of him not being with his family, the time away from his job. And he just started a new business. Then he got here and then he bought some things for the memorial. And while grateful, I was still kind of uncomfortable with the fact that somebody was doing this for me, right? I'm not used to people doing for me, right? And people want to do for me. And that's a wonderful thing. I have a hard time receiving. I don't want to put this back on the people. I have a hard time receiving. I really, really, really do. And it goes back to my childhood. Being a middle child of a blended marriage where there was a lot of dysfunction, aggression, right? A lot of whoopings and beatings and a lot of going to church. And it's never really the kind of childhood I had imagined, but I was often forgot it. That's not the right. Often forgot about. So I became, as a kid, young, learning how to adapt to being forgot about. Learning how not to be appreciated. So as I grew up, I didn't expect anybody to appreciate me. That was something I was lacking. I was lacking appreciation. I didn't hear you did a good job. And listen, this is not this is not a hate on my family or disrespect to my parents, because they did what they could do. It was more of everybody does what they know how to do without changing anything, without switching it up. So I got to a point in my life where I was never going to have to ask anybody for anything. I'm never going to live paycheck to paycheck. I don't need anybody. I'll make sure I spoil myself. And I've said it on here many times. I spoil myself. I do. I spoil myself. I've done a better job of dialing it back. But I think I told you guys about my experience with my financial advisor, who said, "Can do, leave your wallet in the car." Because I don't like to take things back, right? I'm not a confrontational person. And I feel like when you bring something back to the store, it's going to be a confrontation. I've had people, Yvette's in here, we be out to dinner, I don't send my food back. However they brought me my food is the way I'm going to eat it. Okay. I don't send my food back. I'll eat again. Now, some of you guys are like, you should get what you pay for. You're right. I'm still going to pay for it. And I'm still going to tip good. But I've learned just to adapt to certain things and not even take them into heart. I move on. So with that being said, I used to go shopping in the mall, and I'll leave the mall, and I'm talking about way too much stuff that I bought that I didn't need, didn't want. Then I would never return anything. And I'm not talking about the hundreds of dollars. I'm talking about the thousands of dollars. So when you get to the end of the year and you're looking at what you made versus what you spent and all this other stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know where that is. I bought that. You know, I'm out here buying TVs for people and, you know, feeding the homeless. I was spending $600 a month feeding the homeless, you guys, during the pandemic. Yeah. But I'm a giver like that. So I got something back out of it. It got to a point where my financial advisor said, "Can do, leave your wallet in the car," because you're a very smart person. So by the time you see something you want and you walk through the mall and then you go out to your car, half the time you're not going to go back and buy all those things. And that worked for me. It worked for me for a while. But now that I'm online saying that I leave my wallet in the car, somebody got in my car and got my wallet. But you have to find things that work for you. And my question about that, ladies, do you still expect a man to do those things, or would you be willing to do those things? I think I was concerned whether or not somebody would say, "I'm willing, but I choose not to." I'm willing and I'm able to. If that's the man that I want, I'm willing to do that. Because that's the decision we make. That's the woman I want. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to spend time with her and chase after her. I want that woman. I want to get to know that woman. And so we spend money, we buy, we take, we go after, we do all this. And then the relationship doesn't work, or the marriage doesn't work. And what comes back to us? Half. Take him through court. Half. Or then you end up in a relationship and she doesn't want to be old-fashioned anymore. Getting that relationship, that old-fashioned thing kind of goes out the window sometimes. So I'm not questioning anybody. I'm just asking a question. I'm not knocking your choices. I'm just telling you that after listening to Dr. Love's show and watching some of the stuff that I've seen, there's this big disconnect between men and women. And unfortunately for everybody who likes old-fashioned relationships, everybody that likes old-fashioned style courting and dating relationships, the internet has definitely changed the game. The internet changed the game because even in a club, as a DJ, I look out and 80% of the people that are sitting down are on their phone. Not the people that are standing up, but the people that are sitting down, 80% of them are on their phone in the club. You've gotten dressed. Hopefully you showered. You smell good. You with your girls, you with your dude, and you with your phone. That ain't old fashioned. What happened to just coming out and having a good time? Just me and you, just us, not you, me, and your phone. That's not old fashioned. So are we really old fashioned? Do we still have some old-fashioned ways? Do we have some that we should preserve and some we don't? And the reason why I said the courting thing has changed is because we had to go after you to find the woman. And you could only run across them in certain places. You had to go to the laundromat. You were at church. You were in a club. A friend of a friend told you about her. Well, now I have a device in my hand that I put that I like this type of woman, this size, this color, into these kind of activities, and there's 50 of them on my phone. So now all I have to do is have conversations with these people, converse with these people, and find out who's a good match for me. I've already got the 6 criteria that I put in there that I want. This tall, this color, this smart, this kind of income, blah, blah, blah. I got those 6 things already met. Boom. So now all I have to do is get to pick through the 50. Why wouldn't that be a better option? Plus, if they're online, they're looking also. That's changed the game, ladies. That's changed the game, fellas. That's changed the way that we actually deal and interact with other people. So we've got to find new ways. And we still got to be open to the idea that the internet has changed people. And the way you expect this guy to come at you may not be the way he came at you because he's now conditioned for the internet. Just throwing some stuff out there. Just throwing some stuff out there. My man T-Bone is in the building. I love when I see T-Bone in the building. Thank you for being here, sir. I appreciate you, man. So, anyways, hopefully you guys have found that to be just a conversation. We're just talking about it. We have people who love it, people who hate it. But at the end of the day, I'm hoping that people are able to make beautiful connections and build beautiful relationships that can help bring along this young generation, because this young generation is in trouble. And if we, as older people, have issues, can you imagine what they have or what they're gonna have moving forward? Is there any hope for the young people at all? I don't know. But we've got to do better so we can teach them better, because none of us were taught how to make a relationship work. We just got words and information from people that we probably shouldn't have used that information. It's not me, it's you. It's not you, it's me. Let's go with it. So anyways, don't forget about tomorrow night, you guys. We got the San Diego All-Star DJs going live, and it's kicking off at 4 p.m. with my man DJ Grimm, and I am looking forward to that. He's a special guest. He'll be in the building tomorrow with the San Diego All-Star DJs, and I'm telling you. So we got Grimm, Mr. Bogart, DJ Craig Mack, DJ Super Mills, DJ Gill, myself, DJ J Boogie, and closing out the night is the Minister of Mixing himself. That might be your new name, T-Bone. The Minister of Mixing. Oh, I have to say this. I was supposed to start on the Global Sensations Radio Network this Sunday. We are postponing my start till next Sunday, and I believe that is Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday. So I'll be on radio from 8 to 11, starting next Sunday, not this Sunday coming. It's been my pleasure to entertain you guys. Just want to throw some questions out there for you guys. Be back online tonight with Dr. Love. I'll be bringing Dr. Love online tonight, taking all your questions. Make sure you're here. He wants your questions. And if you have any questions for Dr. Love and you want it to be anonymous, just message them to me and I will tell him to address them anonymously tonight. Dr. Love, Stevie P will be in the building. It's your boy DJ Can Do. I'm out of here. God bless you all. Have a wonderful Friday. Make it a wonderful Friday. A wonderful Friday. Whatever you can do to make it great. You're my lady, girl. You are my lady. You're all I'm living for. Deuces, I'm out of here. Y'all be well.